Three of the big boys fail to win as the Premier League starts to heat up. We'll talk about it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time looking forward to match day number 25 in 2018-2019 Premier League season. And we'll get to that in just one sec. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Premier League related, world football related. We're going to all hear under one roof. Now, before we jump into match day number 25, we're going to take a look back at the results and my predictions of match day number 24. Some shockers out there, boys and girls, and I must say, I did okay once again this weekend, or this midweek of the old Premier League. Now, kicking it off, it was Arsenal against Cardiff in a very, very emotional game. Ended up being a 2-1 win for Arsenal at the Emirates, obviously with all the tragedy surrounding the young Argentinian fella, Salah. But ultimately, I actually went with a 3-0 win for Arsenal. And I think these predictions were made prior to all the drama, so I stuck with my guns on it, really. And then it was Fulham up against Brighton. Must-win game for Fulham, and indeed, they pulled it off with a big fat 4-2 win. I actually saw a 2-1 win for Fulham, so again, not too shabby neat. So 2 out of 2, you would say. Then it was Wolves up against West Ham. Wolves are one of those just difficult sides to predict. They're doing tremendously well in the 7th spot at the table after this result, and that was a comfortable 3-0 win over West Ham United, who are themselves are having an okay season as well. Luna's in the background there chirping on. I actually saw this as a 2-0 win for Wolves as well, so not too bad start to the old midweek fixtures. Then it was Huddersfield up against Everton. I saw this as, you know, new manager bounce for Huddersfield, but ultimately Everton took away or kind of give them a sucker punch in the old belly with a big fat 1-0 away win. Everton obviously needing the wins to try and keep themselves in the old top 10 shape. Huddersfield desperately need the wins. I actually saw this as a 2-1 win for Huddersfield. Then another one of the major surprises of the weekend, Newcastle United up against Manchester City. Ended up being a 2-1 win for the Toon as they climb up to now 14th in the table. I saw this going the other way, of course, like most people. 4-1 win away from home for Manchester City, so absolute shocker. Luna's very upset with that result. Manchester United up against Burnley, another one that I didn't predict as well. Ended up being a 2-2 draw. Burnley picking up a massive point away from home against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's red hot Manchester United. I saw this go in the favour of the Red Devils. 3-1 win. So again, shockaroony there. So 3 negatives on the spin. Southampton up against Crystal Palace is another difficult one as well. Southampton turn a massive corner with the German or Austrian manager, should I say. Take that back, you know, Austrian all the way. I saw this, well, this ended up being a 1-1 draw. Actually seeing it as a 2-1 win for Southampton. Now here we go. Surprise on the package again this weekend or during the week. Chelsea were at Bournemouth. Ended up being a big fat 4-0 stomping for Bournemouth against Chelsea. I actually did see the victory for Bournemouth. I saw it as a 2-1 win in favour of the Bournemouth. Liverpool took on Leicester City as well. Another one result that a lot of people will get wrong, including myself. Ended up being a 1-1 draw. Everyone got themselves a share of the spoils. I actually saw this going in favour of the leaders, Liverpool, 3-0. So the gap at the top remains as it was. 5 points? 5 points clear. Liverpool over Man City. And wrapping it up, Tottenham against Watford. Ended up a 2-1 win for Spurs. And I got that one bang on the nose, boys and girls. Let's move on to this weekend's action because the games are coming thick and fast. Some big ones in this one as well. Tottenham up against Newcastle United will kick off the campaign. I see this as a comfortable routine win for Spurs, 3-1 against a revamped Newcastle. A couple of players might come and go for Newcastle as well. Don't think many new faces will arrive at Spurs as the transfer window comes close. Everton up against Wolves again. You just don't know with Wolves. They can turn over the best of them, but they can also get rolled over. And I see them getting rolled over this weekend when they take on Everton at where is it? Goodison Park. There we go. 2-0 win for Everton. Chelsea up against Huddersfield. They need a win and they need one fast. Higuain was absolutely outplayed, outclassed by Bournemouth. I actually watched the majority of this game, and yeah, Chelsea were on the front foot. Sorry, I watched the game against Bournemouth. Chelsea were on the front foot for the majority of the first half. Bournemouth, when they countered, looked menacing. So I didn't actually see the second half because that's where all the goals took place. I see this one. There was a 3-1 win for Chelsea over strugglers Huddersfield. They need a win and they need one soon, or they're going to be relegated. Brighton Hove Albion up against Watford. Difficult one. This one, 2 sides in the middle of the pack. Watford doing okay for themselves, but I see them slipping up once again at the Amex. against Brighton, 2-0 winners for them. Then Burnley will take on Southampton, a revamped Southampton, who are now still 16th spot though. They come into this level on points with Burnley, who are also on 17th spot with 23 points each. I see this one going away from home though. Southampton obviously ain't going to pick Burnley, am I? 2-1 win for the Saints. Crystal Palace will take on Fulham as well. Fulham, obviously massive victory for them last time out. They'll need to win as well this weekend if they're going to put some serious points on the board. Unfortunately, they're going to come close, but not too good. Crystal Palace will come out on top with a 3-2 win over Fulham in a bit of a London affair. Cardiff City up against Bournemouth. This is going to be a very emotional afternoon at Cardiff. And I see the evening or the afternoon will be in favour of Cardiff. I see them coming out on top with a comfortable 2-0 win over Bournemouth, who just stomped Chelsea. So, you know, everyone's up for grabs in and around the Premier League. And there we go. 2 former Premier League winners. Leicester City up against Manchester United. Tasty one, this one. And I see it going in the way of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer again. 2-1 win for United at Leicester City. And then Manchester City will take on Arsenal. One of the games of the weekend. In fact, the game of the weekend. I see 4 goals in this one. And a winner will be Manchester City with a comfortable 3-1 win at the Etihad over Arsenal. And wrapping it up at the weekend, West Ham United up against Liverpool. And again, I see another 4 goals in this one. And I do see a victory, and it will be in the shape of the Reds. That is Liverpool, 3-1 win away from home against West Ham, who currently find themselves in 12th spots. But anyway, that's going to wrap this puppy up. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. But if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Premier League related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Also, drop your own predictions down in the comment section down below to see how many you guys can get right, and of course how many you get wrong. And we'll be back again shortly after the weekend as we look forward to match day number 26 as it gets to the nitty-gritty stage of the old Premier League. Until then, I'm going to let you get out of here. Thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.